My name is Jeff Lu. I'm a local boy, a local Likas boy.
Introduction dia sudah masuk pasal ni.
No, I memang
It's good.
frustrated and hot about this, you know. So I have Tuhan bawa kita datang dunia ini sebagai khalifah.
Itu sajalah, macam it's great. It's great that you've got this like wow whole list of impressive profile. Tapi at the same time macam kau ni macam balik-balik tukar saja industri. Saya boleh percaya orang macam ni yang
Good morning kan ni kena kasi main.
macam morning kan?
Morning
lah ni.
Morning lah.
Actually it can be everything.
Kalau you watch this
Good everything everyone.
Good everything everyone with me Farish and
Daphne Iking in the house, y'all.
Jeff Lu.
Okay. This is coffee with ... Cik, pandai-pandai bagi tajuk baru ini hari wah. ...
Because yalah, anyone, anything can
Kan?
do. Alright, so we are here because we want to pick the brains of our future leaders, Chair. Future, potential. Tapok dulu.
Belum lagi mana
tahu. But I want to know because I'm very curious to know who our candidates are going to be. So it's the best time for us to belajar lah, Pak. To belajar dan mengenali siapakah dia.
Thank you for being with us, and of course, are you ready for being bombarded with soalan-soalan cepu emas?
Silakan.
Wah, itu saya suka.
So Jeff, who are you?
Okay, my name is Jeff Lu. I'm a local boy, a local Likas boy. Grew up in Likas. Proud to be Sabahan. Born to a father Chinese. My mom is Korean. Yes, so you have this winter sonata thing going on with me now. And having two daughters, grew up in Likas, studied, work, had 10 different professions from being in aviation, hotel, development, construction, events, entertainment line, eventually into hotel, oil and gas finally now. So
Punya panjang dia punya resume tu.
10 years.
Tamak.
Yeah, mau buat semua.
No, impressive.
That's impressive, very impressive.
Not to say impressive, but people like us, we are eager to learn, which is why we're here today, you see. So having this 10 years, I eventually find out that now I have a business which is doing oil and gas. I ada satu hotel budget yang ada partners. I have another hotel with this like a boutique hotel, which with another partner. So these are the things that we do, you see. But I realized one thing, ada yang people nowadays, especially at the COVID, we have these people who are in the 20s to the 40s. I would say the jobless people in the market. This is a huge issue in Sabah especially. People who works in hotel, people who work in travel agent, people who has been driving pesiaran, bus pesiaran.
Semua dalam tourism lah.
Semua tourism, people who are in events. These are a huge group of people. Saya ada kawan yang bapa mama kerja hotel, anak 4, pension tiada, hotel just straight away kasih, tell them to go off from work without pay. So where are these people going to be? What are they supposed to do? And I'm sorry to say, what is the government doing to help these people?
Okay, before we go lagi deep into that, but introduction dia sudah masuk pasal ni. But
no,
it's
I
good.
memang
It's good.
frustrated and hot about this, you know. So
at least we know lah. Sekarang you punya, like where is the perjuangan, where is the sakit hati datang from, and itu yang dia mau fight mungkin kan. But before that, I want to ask you. Tadi you cerita pasal you into oil and gas lah, hotel lah, this and that. Macam mana your thought process like, okay, hari ni saya bangun pagi, I want to go into oil industry. Suddenly berapa lama gitu, go into tourism, go into this. Macam mana you like, and it's this different industry, you know?
Yes, of course. So I believe
you like that challenge, I bet, huh?
No, I believe there's two things here. The first thing, I'm Christian. We all have our religion. We have one God, whether you're Muslim, Buddhist, Christian, you have one God in your heart, right? So when God brings us to this world, I believe there's a purpose to do. And in bahasa Malaysia, Tuhan bawa kita datang dunia ini sebagai khalifah. So this is what I believe. Now, serving the people is one thing, but how can you serve someone when you're not stronger than them? You have to be the one who is leading. You have to be the one who is being better. So I am fortunate to have people who guide me, yang bawa saya macam jalan tangga. So instead of the tangga, I took the lift lah. So orang kan bawa saya kan. So from there, I changed different industry and realized that this industry makes me better every time. And the only thing that we need in Sabah is networking.
Tapi tu sajalah, macam it's great. It's great that you've got this like wow whole list of impressive profile. Tapi at the same time macam kau ni macam balik-balik tukar saja industri. Saya boleh percaya ke orang macam ni?
In that way kau tidak takut kalau like people will say like macam yang if itu pun dia tukar-tukar apa lagi dia punya pendirian or whatever lah, you know, dalam
macam
politik
sekejap
especially.
saja.
Betul. I actually agree with you. A lot of people ask me the same thing. You changed 10 different profession. How can you make sure that you're going to stay here? Because that's your attitude. So I told them one simple thing. Changing 10 different industry or in different business doesn't mean that it reflects who the person I am towards the people. I'm now doing something different. I'm not doing a business. Politics is not a business. It is serving people, you see. So if you can take that out and leave the business aside, I believe that's something that not everyone can do. You know?
Been in business all this while. What made you decide sekarang saya mau jadi politician? I'm ready to serve my community on a higher level, bang. Kenapa?
I think begitu. I used to have 7 associations with me for the past 9 years. Now with that 7 association and NGO, we start to learn that being the person who is serving is not being like super wow, yang people look at you, wah ini pandai, or no, they're actually all wrong. You have to go so down to serve the people, and people actually misunderstood that this is actually a fame. You know, it's not. I finally understand that after 9 years. I mean, sorry to say, memang 9 years tu ada rasa macam bangga, macam kuat jadi chairman, wah orang Jeff Lu. Then I realised, what the am I doing? You know, so that suddenly struck my mind and said that, look, since I have my family now, which I'm quite firm, I'm business-wise, I would say I'm average. I'm quite comfortable. And the most important thing is with the blessing of my wife and my family. I spoke to them for 2 hours. You know what my wife told me? The first thing I asked her, Lapo, I think I want to start serving the people and I would like to join politics. She looked at me and said, what the hell are you thinking? Sorry, I might, you have to cut that word. She's like, what the hell are you thinking? You want to put us in risk, is it? Everybody will know you. You will be naked in the market. What are you thinking? You have 2 daughters. This is not a top topic. If you do that, you're not going to stay in this house. I mean, that's my house lah, but she's going to ask me to go out lah. So I'm like, what's wrong lah, Po? I'm just serving the people. Apa masalah tu? He said, who are you to serve the people? Kau siapa ba? Kenapa kau macam mau jadi Tuhan ba? I said, bukan. If it's not me, then who? You need to have at least 1, 10, 100, 1,000, 1,000,000 Jeff who are in this called young age entrepreneur to step out. I'm sorry to say, the OG who are there for the past 60, 70 years, you should be an advisor. Leave us alone. Let us, who are the future, lead the state. That's what I told my wife. But of course, it comes to the point where I have to comfort her lah. Security lah, this and that. I feed her with a lot of details. After 2 hours for maybe 1 week talking to her, baru dia cakap, Laokong, go, win this. When you do a speech, I will stand beside you with your daughters. So it comes down to a point where my next topic which I'm targeting on would be education. It's very important. In Likas, do you know that di Sabah ni, 1 year, 40,000 students graduate from SPM. Out of the 40,000, only 50% continued their study. Yang 50% tu tidak belajar. Tidak pergi diploma, tidak pergi degree, balik kampung. There's a very simple point to this. I was speaking to someone who is in educational line, who is very prominent. He told me this. Kau sampai form 5, kau kena paksa belajar, kau keluar kerja, kau dapat 1,200. That is your minimum wages, kan? You study diploma, you study degree, UMS kah, UITM kah, apa kah semua, you come out, you also get 1,200. In Sabah. My sekarang punya staff in my office who's a degree holder, she came to me, bos saya minta 1,200 saja saya punya gaji. I said, bukan kau degree holder kah? Oh banyak sudah tu bos. So, if you don't study and study, the mentality pun dia rasa macam kalau saya keluar kerja ni, my minimum wages is 1,200. So if you, like for the budak kampung or wherever, you know, who has 10 siblings, bapak bagi RM50 saja pergi sekolah. Suddenly, form 5 dah graduate. Then dia kena pay 1,200. Dia balik rumah dia bangga bah. 1,200 he bring home, you know. The sibling family will look at him like God, you know. Wah, 1,200. So he never go for further study. Without this further education, you will not be able to absorb certain things, bah. Not saying yang panjang pagar tu lah. I know you're thinking about that, kan? The one aside, I came to a point that I understand that education is a must. Memang mau. But the thing is, if they don't even have this, it is not going to work. It is never going to work.
Cuba you bagi satu line, how you say, saya akan cuba buat yang terbaik untuk Likas in Korea.
나는 이름은 제프입니다. 저기 하지는 리카스 진짜는 입학됐습니다. 아니면 I want to continue like forever, so please stop me there.
I'll just say 감사합니다.
Tapi kalau itu ya.
It means like I'm from Likas and I wish to do the best for Likas.
Why do you choose Anifa Aman? Why PCS or is it now Sedar? Why did you Sedar with PCS?
Okay, simple. This is a great question, which I have to dilute a little bit. But I actually will speak from my heart. Now, it goes down to the same thing. The main reason we are having now in my manifesto is about economies. It's about people who are jobless, people who needs this help. In Sabah, name me one person who you think can bring Sabah back in terms of the economy horizon that we had back in 1990s. So since 1997 to now, it has always been a downturn. You get what I mean? So how can you bring this back? Where does the fund come from? It doesn't come from Sabah, bah. Kita punya duit di sini-sini saja, bah. You need foreign investment, bah. We need a university in Likas. We need people from China to invest. Who are these people, or who is this people who can bring this? You have to have someone with a great connection who just go to China. Bro, tolong, bah. Masuk sini, Sabah. Kita need a university. US, go to Russia, anywhere in the world. Because this kind of network and connection, it wasn't built just by a phone call or just by, you know. Datuk Sri Anifa was the foreign minister for more than 10 years. He's been around the world of 160 over countries, right? I believe he made friends like people in UN. I believe he maybe had time to even have a pizza with them and talk about what Sabah is. That kind of personal touch, bah. So with that, I believe the only person who can bring Sabah back up in terms of economy is Datuk Sri Anifa Ahmad. Yeah. Just one last thing.
Yes.
Just I want to tell the people out there. So if you are youth in your 20s and 40s, give us or give me an opportunity to guide you to be better, to guide you to get what you want, and to guide you to actually climb up the economic stairs, because that's what I do best. So with this, I thank you so much. Terima kasih.
Kamsahamnida lagi.
Kamsahamnida.
Thank you. Minum.